begin with Jayson Tatum. There was a video from the NBA yesterday about him talking about the second apron and the luxury tax. Here was Jayson Tatum.
Like, we had to essentially get rid of a bunch of valuable pieces to our team because of the luxury tax. So it's unfortunate because it kind of penalizes teams that draft really well and build from the ground up and reward their players by paying them. And at some point, you got to make a decision on guys that you drafted, you know, who you're going to keep or not. And it's not fair. Life isn't fair, obviously, but they got to figure that out.
Huh. All right. Will they figure it out? Or do you think the owners like it this way?
Of course that's what the owners want.
It gives them an excuse with their fans because of the basketball penalty. It's no longer just a financial penalty.
But how is it not collusion?
Well, I mean, they vote on all of these things. I don't know.
The owners did.
Yeah, the owners. They vote on everything. It's not collusion every time they vote on something.
No, if they collude if nobody goes into the second apron. That, to me, it's a form of collusion.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's an attempt, I'm assuming, in addition to having a way to explain, you know, being financially responsible to fans, it's also an attempt to make sure your team has an opportunity to win every
Equality,
season.
right?
Yes,
Is that what
yes.
I mean, I guess if you want, you could still go into the luxury tax. I guess it depends how – when you start to look at the basketball penalties, are they worth it for what we potentially could gain from going into that luxury tax?
I'm going to call foul a little bit on Jayson Tatum's argument, which is that you want them to be able to play for your team for their entire career. What NBA player is sticking around with one team for his entire career and not trying to find a way to play with the guys that he wants to play with and pick his own team with a bunch of other guys that he's talking to all the time? Steph Curry, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
He might be the last of a dying breed.
But they just brought the people to him. Like, they brought in, you know what I mean?
They brought in KD. Well, they did draft Klay Thompson. They did draft Draymond Green. But then eventually, you know, they tried it, and they brought in Durant to help win a couple of championships. They then brought in Jimmy Butler, where they try to get them back to where they needed to be. So I think it's more about, like, the penalties, and are the owners, do they feel like the penalties, okay, I can deal with those penalties if I know I'm going to go into this and this can win me championships.
But my thing with this is when we talk about Jalen and Jayson and picking one or the other, this is why. Greg just made the point. Nobody stays with one team their entire career, let alone two superstars.
No.